Thinking about life, cause life ain't easy. Money in my life will make life a little easy. Some bitches tease me, some bitches easy. I don't give a fuck how anybody sees me. Speak on minds, I speak with nines. I ain't hard to find, I'm hard to kill. My heart defines a heart of steel. Wrap around the yellow, take me pussies in the chills. See me in the front line when shit kick off. See me from behind with the bitch pants off. Gucci this, Gucci that, Gucci got a gang of gas hoes in the back. Got no friends cause they act, but this ain't no movie. Pussies get whacked in real life situations. Fuck patience, two faces, ain't knowing what they facing. Something like parsley mixed with the Cajun.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody back to Gangster Music and Dirty Politics. Today I'm going to hit you with a touchy subject. It's field identification cards. I had to deal with the police almost on a daily basis because of the neighborhood I lived in, the gang activity, and the hostels right behind my house and whatnot. So there was always a lot of police activity in the area, and because of that, you know, I was basically violated in every way possible when it comes to police harassment, brutality, stereotyping, and racial profiling, right? A lot of this has to do with our belief system as well, you know what I'm saying? Because we do end up going to these jails and we kind of accept it, and then, you know, it continues. It's because of our belief system. You know, a lot of us believe that being incarcerated is a higher level of gangbanging, gang college, if you will, right? And because of this thought process, we have engaged in self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? And we've accepted being incarcerated, being racially profiled, and just being basically dehumanized as a group. You know what I'm saying? And it all starts, like I said, it all starts in these minority neighborhoods with these police officers that are being paid with taxpayers' money to come into our neighborhoods and assault, you know, our cousins, our brothers, our sisters, our moms, our dads, our uncles, you know, just anybody in our neighborhood, basically. So we're paying to basically send these cops to harass and deteriorate and just basically challenge everything in that neighborhood because they believe that it's not Americanized enough, nor are those people patriotic. Basically looking at us as less of a human. You know what I'm saying? And we're treated like that in the courts and in the system. You know, understand that the whole system has been designed for us to knock ourselves down, or for us to knock each other down, so that they don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of bullshit that we have to deal with, you know, overall. And like I said, I didn't want this life, but it's a life that was served to me. You feel me? And I'm just trying to make the best of it. And I ain't got a lot of options, so I'm trying to use this platform and other things that I'm doing to basically, you know, get back on track. You feel me? So let me hit you guys with this whole FI card situation, right? Now the FI card is a small card that the police officers usually, if you fit the description, or you may be someone in a crime, or you know, whatever, you know, there might be a disturbance, so they'll go ahead and dot your name and your information on one of these cards, just so they can keep up with who you may be, because another officer might pull you over, another might pull you over, maybe you commit a crime, they fit the description, all three cards, and they go grab you. That's initially what it was for, but then they had start reading quotas and a bunch of other shit, right? And then on top of that, some of these cops, they start using them just to harass you, you know. But then what's fucked up about it is that they end up leaving a paper trail, which also shows a form of harassment. And like I said, when you're a young motherfucker, you know, 12, 13, 14 years old, going in and out of jails, by the time you're 18, 19, you're institutionalized. After so long, it's accepted. You know what I'm saying? You've been conditioned to be in these jail cells. You've been conditioned to survive in these jail cells and accept everything that comes with being a minority, basically, right? Like, I personally feel I've been dehumanized based on the fact that, you know, I've been beat by the cops. You know what I'm saying? I've been taken from my home unlawfully, basically kidnapped and put in a jail cell. You feel me? With no charges. Just whenever they felt like it, they come and throw handcuffs on me and just take me to jail. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up because they've been doing this to us from all the way back to, you know, the whole Sleepy Lagoon and even before that. You know what I'm saying? It's something that has to do with the core of the police community. You know what I'm saying? It has to do with how they're recruiting these cats in the academy and what they're teaching them. You know what I'm saying? And also, one thing that I have seen a pattern of is that these cops can do whatever they want and they get a slap in the wrist. You know what I'm saying? And a citizen does the same shit, you're gonna get life in prison. You know what I'm saying? And these are people that we look at that are supposed to be protecting society, the public, our children, our communities. Instead, they're coming in, they're patrolling and controlling and hurting these kids and fucking up their lives. You know what I'm saying? They're not understanding that, you know, sending them to jail on some petty shit. Just like today, everybody goes to prison. You know, back in the days, it was hardcore criminals. Nowadays, send anybody to prison. Everybody goes, baby. It's a business. Everybody's accepted now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to meet certain criteria. You know what I'm saying? The more the better. You know what I'm saying? We're opening more prisons. You know what I mean? It's all false propaganda. It's a bunch of shit that we've fallen for generations, and we continue to be poisoned and to fall for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So let me jump. Like I said, I tend to do that. Like I said last time, is I'll jump from this to that, and I'll start talking about something else or whatnot, right? But let me start with these FI cards, right? So in 1992, right, I was arrested, taken from my home. I think at maybe around 2 or 3 in the morning, because it was right before Christmas, right after Thanksgiving. There was cars that were getting broken into downtown. I live about a mile away from downtown, and the cops came, they grabbed me, they basically took me in on this first degree burglary and receiving stolen property charges, and basically kept me through Christmas time and whatever, right? I missed Christmas, all that shit. Then come to find out that it was, I was never even involved, I was never even a person of interest. The cops just were out to get me, looking for a reason to take me to jail, and they came and got me. You feel me? And they threw me in there. Now, don't get me wrong, I was known for burglarizing cars and businesses and all that type of shit when I was younger. I got busted for some of those kind of crimes, but this one right here, like I said, is one of the things where, like I said, my mom's a felon. She's been in prison for attempted murder. So to them, my mom has no say-so. So they can walk in on my house whenever they feel like it. They just felt like, you know, she wasn't shit. You know, she had nothing of authority. And whatever she says, they'll throw her ass and have to take her to jail. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for my mom to speak up for me or really say anything because, you know, like I said, they'll slam her ass on the floor too. You know, so in 11/30/92, I was arrested for this crime. I ended up taking it to, I think it was a speedy trial. And juvenile hall trials go a lot faster than they do in county jail. And so when we went through trial, the 2 individuals that were on trial for the same case were from the north side, and they didn't even know me. They didn't recognize me. They didn't know me. The third guy they were looking for had came into juvenile hall in B4 with me, and on a whole different charge. Had nothing to do with that incident, right? So I ended up being released a few months later, 3-4 months later. Behind this fucking shit, behind this whole crime and whatnot, right? My juvenile record will show, here it's 4/7/92, this is 11/30/92, then it jumps to 4/28/93, you know what I'm saying? And 4/28/93, that was an assault that happened on 4/28/93, I'll get to that right now. So that was this shit right here, right? And I was, like I said, man, I was hella young, and if you look at my juvenile record here in Santa Clara County, it starts at 11/13/90. But I had got busted in 87, I had got busted in 89, and then I had got busted in 90. The 87 and the 89 one was just joyriding and trespassing and shit like that, right? It was nothing real serious. So yeah, I got taken in for that bullshit. That was fucking nuts, right? So then So then the cops grabbed me again, right? This is a 3593. Now I want you to keep in mind that every single time these cops have grabbed me, I've never been more than a mile away from my house. The majority of these, I'm gonna say, I think I got maybe about 50 of these. I'm gonna say about 45 of them have been no more than a mile away from my house. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I was also a couple of times almost wrongfully accused for other crimes I didn't commit. You know what I mean? During this whole process, right? In '93, they had these FI cards. There's 11 of them, so that's almost like once every single month. Except that I had went to juvenile hall for a month, or else they probably would have had that one more. You know what I'm saying? So this is 3593. This is only one. This is actually, this is a mile away from my house. This is 42293. This is a mile away from my house. 42693. A mile away from my house. That's 42693. Like I said, on 42893, I was arrested, right? On 42893, I was arrested. This fucking weenie ass motherfucking dude was fucking around with some broad that basically was my lady, right? And yeah, it wasn't his fault. You know, she wanted to fuck with dude. Either way, he was gonna get his ass beat. Dude ended up jumping off the 82 bus. I waited for him to come off the bus. When he got off the bus, I took off on his ass. When the cops came, I tried to fucking run, and the dude grabbed my fucking leg and wouldn't let go of my leg. You feel me? And then the cops grabbed me and took me in. That was a little bitch ass motherfucker, right? And then I happened to run into his older brother. This was in '93, so 10 years later, I ran into his older brother. You know what I'm saying? At the Jack's Pizza, and he was acting real tough, and I laid his brother out. You feel me? Two-pieced his ass. This was big too. This motherfucker felt like a motherfucking avalanche, baby. You feel me? Yeah, that was 426, and like I said, then at 420, I got snatched up for that bullshit. I had gotten back out, and then on 7/19/93 on Sherman and Humboldt, which is at the corner of my house, I did the second house from the corner. The cops grabbed me again, threw me on the floor and whatnot. You know, did all the little regular shit they do. You know, choke you out, spit on you. You know, just whatever they can do to make shit fucked up for you. Fuck up your shoes, fuck up your shirt. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of shit. Waste your time, basically. You know what I'm saying? And then this is a 7/22/93. So this is 7/19, and then this one's 7/22. 7/22/93. This is 7/22/93. This is 8/21/93. This is also a block away from my house. This was 2 blocks away from my house. This one right here is 8/25/93. 8/25/93. I was taken in. I was taken in because they said I was a suspect, or I fit a description of a homicide or some shit, right? So I was only gone for a day. They took me in, asked me questions, took pictures, all the little bullshit, and then they let me go, right? I was already on probation for beating up that one fool. You feel me? That's 8/25/93, like I said, for that homicide bullshit, right? And then they got me again on 9/17/93, right? 9/17/93. Then they got me again on 10/1/93, right? Then they got me again on 10/29/93, right? Then they got me on 12/20/93. Now what's funny about this is, like I told you guys before, this is at the corner of my house again, Sherman and Humboldt. I did the second house from the corner. The cops were fucking with me again, right at the corner of my fucking house. I couldn't even leave my house, dude. You know what I had to do? So this is what I had to do to leave my house, because they were parked down the street around the corner, right the other side, and these unmarked police cars. So what I had to do was I had to either go through the back, I jumped the fence through the alleyway, cross the street into Hollywood, go all the way down through the train tracks, go down to Alma behind the train tracks, behind the Denny's, then walk from the Denny's, go behind the Wendy's, and walk down 4th Avenue to College Grove, just to get in the hood without getting fucked with, just to make it over there. That's how hot it got sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And these cops were just hella on us, and they were just trying to catch us with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to know what the fuck's going on around that motherfucker. There was always, you know, motherfuckers get caught in the neighborhood. They got sliced up real nasty, stabbed, shot, all kinds of shit. And people were always getting caught in our neighborhood, so they would always get fucked up, and then we would have to deal with the cops and shit. You feel me? And at this point right here, I got caught at the corner of my house, right? At the corner of my house, actually it's on 1st and Alma. Well, actually, the location of the stop is, it's fucked up because these idiots put location of the stop is on Sherman and Humboldt, but they put the reason, they put first in Alma, I don't know why, but they put VHS game. And like I said before, the one thing in my neighborhood is we never self-admit that we're from the neighborhood. We always say we got jumped out, we got jumped out, we got jumped out. That's something we've always done. We never admitted to being a gang member from the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know, of course I had it tattooed on me, so at some point obviously I was, you feel me? But that's something that we always did. So these guys would just pick whatever they wanted. And like I said, I never told these motherfuckers I was from the shoe. And these motherfuckers put that shit there. You feel me? It just goes to show with these motherfuckers how they get down. You feel me? On 2/8/94, homie, is the one that I had told you guys about, that the homie had put his dope in my pocket, and the cop seen that someone had put something there. He reached out from my waistline, felt something hard, yelled out gun, so I took off running. It chased me down. I ran around, whatever, did whatever I did, then I went back to where the situation was going on, and some people see me and they yelled out for the cops, and I got caught. I didn't get caught with nothing. They went to my house, found some paraphernalia, less than the 16th, bagged up, in a couple of different bags, and tried to get me for sales and getting me for possession. I got a year in accounting no matter what. Right? I get back out the end of October. By 11/5/94, these motherfuckers already snatched me up again. And like I said, you always keep in mind that all these places are no more. I live in the hood, so no matter what, I'm gonna be all around the neighborhood. So I'm always gonna be at my neighborhood, probably like a whole mile, all the way, you know, from north to south, or west to east. It's probably like a whole mile radius or more. And at this time right here, like I said, this is 11/5/94. Now everybody keep in mind that, you know, back when you gangbanging, you want to have Cleveland Prince as a PO, or Lee Chavez, because that's when, like, you know, those were like the main gang POs. You know, if you had them as a parole officer or probation officer, you're basically pretty much big time. Yeah, so that's when motherfuckers will strive for. Like I said, you know, is you want to have that crazy ass gang PO, so motherfuckers could be like, you see, I got Prince as a PO, like you hard and shit. You feel me? But yeah, I had Cleveland Prince, you know what I'm saying? And dude was no joke. He wasn't really like a problem for me though. He was always really cool with me. He kind of bullshitted a lot, you feel me? So I had no problem with that. I got away with a lot of shit with that dude regardless, you feel me? And then I got back out, like I said, 11/5/94. After doing that, I got a year in county. In a year in county, you do like 8+ months, something like that. I think like 8 months and 10 days, some shit, right? I got back out. And then within about a month and a half, I had caught my charge where I caught these dudes from a rival neighborhood, kind of throwing walking into our neighborhood, and snatched these fools up, and then they both end up testifying in court, and also, you know, identifying us, you know, with that, identifying us when the incident happened from the gate. Then they went to court and testified against us, right? And then they had said that the guy in the letter, Rojo, I guess he had went to our court, you know, during trial. And these fools felt threatened and all that type of shit, and I guess they were threatened by other gang members from the mob and all that type of shit. You feel me? So that was 12/23/94, and like I said, I ended up winning the pin behind that shit. Right? I get out March of '96. I ended up getting back out the pen. I paroled from Avenal, and by 5/3/96, these cops are really snatching me up, fucking with me again, right? I guess I stuff for this one right here on 5/3/96, and then on 7/11/96, I get arrested. I'm hanging around with the homies from Barrio San Carlos, so the homie Ryan and Ray, and we running around and shit on San Carlos. Like I said, keep in mind this is a 7/11/1996, and there was a South Sider that lived across the street from the Taco Bell, and I walked him down to his spot, was trying to get him to come out, so I threw a 40 at his window. They ended up calling the cops. Sheriffs came. I took off running. Sheriff caught me, and I ended up having to do 5 days in juvenile county jail, the farm for that shit. I told the cops I was just drunk and just threw my bottle and shit, you know what I'm saying, to the side, and accidentally went to someone's window or whatnot, right? They didn't believe it. They knew what happened and everything, regardless of the fact, like I said, I didn't get violated other than getting those 5 days, and that was my story. You feel me? 8/1/96 right here. 8/1/96. This is in the hood. This is on Alma and Plum in the neighborhood. The cops basically snatched us up again, pulled me over for no reason at all. Like I said, I'm a block away from my house. You know what I'm saying? On 11/25/96, I'm not living on Sherman now. Now I'm living on 169 West Alma. This is 163 West Alma where they pulled me over. So they pulled me right next door to my uncle's apartment. It's a restaurant. So I was standing in front of the restaurant and the cops pulled me over right there. You know what I'm saying? So like right next door to where I was staying at, and they always put that I was in a known gang neighborhood or in a gang neighborhood. Motherfucker, I lived there. You know what I'm saying? But they're always putting that shit like a consent. You know, I consent for them to throw me on the floor, handcuff me, choke me out, spit on me. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of shit. It's all bullshit. You feel me? And you can't make a complaint anyway. So you feel me? They take your ass to jail. Doesn't even matter, right? That was this is a 3-9. So that last one was 11/25/96. Like I said, that was on 163 West Alma. I did that 169 West Alma, which is one over, right? And then they snatched me up again on 3-9/97. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know for what, but that was a block away from my house. And then on 6-9/97, they grabbed me again. Now this right here, this is Santa Rita, right? So in Dublin. So what they do, if you're on parole, they send you to the county jail, Santa Clara County Jail. Then from there, you got to jump on the bus and they take you down to Santa Rita, all the parolees. And then from there will be, after we go through our little bullshit motions with the parole department, they decided to let us go and continue on parole or violate you and send you up to whatever amount of time or whatnot, right? So this right here, I continued on parole, but it's 6-9/97, right? And it's just the fact that you have to go through the process and you have to try to get back to the bar, and then from the bar you got to go to Fremont, and from Fremont you jump on the bus, and then from the bus to Sawhome. You know what I'm saying? Because they're taking you literally 50 miles or more away from your home. Yeah, they're taking us like about 50 miles maybe. You know what I'm saying? An hour away, 35, but an hour away from your home. So it's like I said, it's a distance. You feel me? So you got to try to get back home. And then this right here was on 7/15/97. This is 7/15/97. And there was these cops named Perez and Korea. They was on me, right? And there was this one day, obviously I was at scouting, so I was always changing my identity and shit, right? And there was one day I got into a neighborhood and these fools see me. So I hit a couple fences, thought I got away, then all of a sudden, bang, they see me again. So I hit more fences, run through the alley, do all kinds of little fucking ninja moves, and end up on the other side of the neighborhood. They come around the corner again, I'm like, oh shit, I have to fucking dive behind a car, wait for these fools to pass by. They had seen me, so they knew I was ducking down, but they didn't jump out just yet. They went around the block and played it off. I took off the opposite way around the block, and I jump off the bike, I'm knocking on my homie's window, the homie's looking behind me, I turn around, both of the cops had their guns pointing at me, telling me to get the fuck down. Right, I got taken in that time on a parole hold, felon with a gun and gang member with a gun. Right, that was on 7/15/97. I ended up getting a year violation behind that shit. What it is I was in a car with homies, and they had shot at some fools at the Siete Mares, and then from there they went to the Brutal Street Park because it was one of the homegirls' baby showers. And they had rolled up there, and then they said they had some bitches over off of Southside Drive, so I jumped in the car with them. We ended up going down towards the south. As we get there, we noticed 1 cop car, 2 cop cars, 4 cop cars, and then, bam, after that, we get pulled over. And like I said, we were basically, the car fit a description of someone who had shot at some Southsiders earlier that day. You know what I'm saying? And so I had got snatched up, you know what I'm saying, on 7/15/97. Behind that shit, you know what I'm saying? It was a violation basically, and like I said, I was at scouting when this shit had got caught with the case. The guy who had the gun that took the beat for it, they initially had let us go, but then parole had caught up on it, and basically that's how I got the whole parole violation. I had to go for that one, right? And so that was 7/15/97. On 6/10/98, I get back out. June 10th, 1998, I get back out the pen out of, I think I paroled from San Quentin, mainline. And when I paroled from the mainline, like I said, I was out for about 3 hours. Well, at the time, the mob is going at it on some new shit though. Like, cause 97 was crazy, right? Like I said, 97 was nuts. There was a lot of guns in the neighborhood. There was a lot of guns in the west side. There was a lot of shit happening over there. And the homies had walked into Jack's Pizza because they heard I got out. They had, came in, did little saludos and whatever. And and let me know that they would beef really tough like and just to keep pooch outs, you know what I'm saying, while I'm there. So I said, okay, well, they left. When I leave from the Jack's Pizza, I go down to my uncle's on 169 West Alma. They have around 30 homies lined up on the floors. And there's around 10, 15 cops searching them and all that type of shit, gang unit, they have dogs out there and all that shit, right? When I pull up, the bus comes, the 82. About another 15 homies jump off the bus. They happen to see me right there. They know I was gone for a minute. One of the homies walks up to the car, tries to talk to me. I let them know that it was a bad time to be talking. I don't want these cops to fuck with me while it was too late. One of the cops happened to see what was going on as far as the interaction, see more gang members. Bam, knew it was me, walked up to the car and basically started threatening me to get out the fucking car. I let them know that I was, I was just there, I'm leaving right now. I just barely paroled from prison. He let me know he did not give a fuck to take my nephew off my lap, or he was gonna put me out the fucking car with my nephew in my lap. My nephew was around 3 or 4. So I did what I did. I took my nephew off. They fucking yanked me out the car. They hog-tied me. They fucked up my neck because they threw me in the cop car hella hard to where my body went flying to the other side head first. And you can't stop nothing. You feel me? They beat me up. They spit on me. They fucking did a lot of shit to me. They aggressively strangled me and all kinds of shit that day. My sisters were screaming. It was a lot of bullshit. I ended up going to jail that same day. My PO dropped the whole because the cops said the reason why they took me to jail was because I had a smart ass mouth. That's basically the only reason why I went to jail, right? Which was bullshit, right? So they had to let me back out. On 6/24, that was on 6/10. On 6/24, the cops, this is a little picture I used for the product of the struggle. On 6/24, the cops, they grabbed me again. I already got back out from the 6/10 shit. 6/24, they grabbed me again. On 7/4, July 4th, I was taken back in again, right? This one cop named Messier just kept on fucking with me, right? He's the same cop that took me to jail on 6/10, on that bullshit. His name's on the actual report. And then on 7/4, it was the same pig all over again, right? This motherfucker had seen me talking with somebody outside of the apartment, and I just shook some dude's hand who wasn't a gang member. They didn't even bother to follow up to see if it was a gang member to find out or anything before they went ahead and arrested me. They just assumed it was a gang member because he was a Mexican cat, right? And within an hour, they came back to the house, to my apartment where I was at. I was asleep. I woke up to banging on the door and around 4 or 5 cops looking through the kitchen window, right? I woke up my uncle. He checks outside. The cops are asking for me. They want me to come out. I'm asking the cops why you want me to come out for. I didn't violate nothing. I ain't done nothing wrong. I only been out a certain amount of time. And he said they weren't going to arrest me just to come outside. I tried to ask if I could put my shoes on before I go outside. He told me, you don't need to put your shoes on, don't worry about it, just come out, we just want to talk to you. The first step I took outside, they grabbed me, stabbed me on the floor, head first, strangled me, choked me, put their knees in my back, handcuffs, left me on the hot floor. Like I said, keep this in mind, like if it's 7/4, it's in July, the floors are hot, it's middle of the summer, it's the middle of the day. They do it purposely, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my face off the ground, but they purposely will put their knee on the side of your face and hold your head down to the ground. Like I said, let your shit cook, you feel me? And so that was on 7/4/98, right? And I got taken in. My PO had did a thorough check on the person that they said. I let them know who I shook hands with. They checked into it, found out the guy worked for the city of San Jose, and they had no gang ties, no gang tattoos. They had to let me go again. And that was on 7/4, right? On 8/29, I was basically fucked with again because on 8/26 is when my 2 homeboys got killed. So the hood was hella crazy. There's a gang of heads in the hood. A lot of shit was popping, and people were fucking pissed. You feel me? So that was 8/29. The cops had grabbed me after those murders, right? On 9/13, I was arrested again for gang association. They had the September 16th parade downtown. I went down there by myself all day. These gang task force motherfuckers kept on following me everywhere downtown. By the evening time, it was a little bit too late to get on buses. About 10, 11 o'clock. My ride had left earlier, so I basically got stuck downtown, and I had to get back to White and Candler on the east side. And I had some homies that were passing by off of 20th Street and Santa Clara. I jumped in the car with them. The cops pulled us over, said it was gang association. I was just trying to get a ride home. They pulled me out, they're choking me out, whatever, right? The dude in the backseat starts yelling to the cops to stop choking me. They pull him out and they start beating the fuck out this fool. You know, felt bad for the motherfucker, but he should have just shut the fuck up in the backseat. It wasn't going to help if we both got fucked up. You feel me? But it is what it is, you know? And so that was 9/13. My PO looked into it. Tomorrow was just trying to give a ride. My PO already knew that these cops were harassing me, so he kind of was like, he wasn't with the shit. You feel me? He wasn't with it. He didn't like it. He actually put a complaint in. You know what I'm saying? And on the cops harassing me, and then they ended up the parole supervisor ended up switching me POs with this other PO named Raul Taralba, who was a gang PO, who was a real fucking asshole, right? On 9/16, they released me again. They arrested me 9/13, 9/16, they released me again. This time, like I said, it's bullshit. Like I said, when I got arrested that other time, I had to go to Santa Rita with no fucking shoes, get released from Santa Rita with no shoes, walk to the fucking bar with no shoes, get off the bar in Fremont, jump on the bus with no shoes, get to downtown San Jose, jump on another bus with no shoes, and then walk home with no shoes. So, I mean, they like doing that shit, you feel me? And this is 9/16/98, I had got back out again, like I said, straight up harassment, man. You don't get snatched up and fucked with by the cops like that, just on GP all the time for no real tough ass reason, you feel me? There has to be more of a better reason, you feel me? For them just to be grabbing motherfuckers for nothing, you feel me? And then, like I said, that was on 9/13, you feel me? And like I said, the homie they fucked the homie up, you feel me? On 2/16, I was snatched up again right here. You feel me? I was snatched up on 2/16. Reason for stop was an ATC 187. You feel me? I think like 2 or 3 people had got killed, and I guess I was a person of interest or whatever, right? Then, like I said, it was the same shit as the last time. I think it was in 1993, where they said I fit a description of a suspect that was involved in the homicide at the Taco Bell when they took me in. You know what I mean? So it's always some little bullshit they're trying to get me on some more way out shit, right? No thank you. You feel me? And then again right here in 2002, this is from the DMV, money. You feel me? In 2002, I finally, you know, I started deciding that as far as being locked up in a cage, I'm done. You feel me? And that was in 2002, so I decided to go get my license, you know, because before that, what the fuck I need a license for? You feel me? I mean, at some point in my life, being in jail, I was okay with. Being in jails was something that I felt I was going to do for my whole life. So I felt like I didn't even need no license. I didn't need to establish credit. I didn't need to do a lot of these things that we do need to do. You feel me? But because, like I said, man, you know, when you're stuck in that little arena, the neighborhood only, and that thought process of you thinking that that's all we got and that's our fucking world. Well, there's a lot more shit. I didn't know that though. You feel me? So on 12/12/02, I go try to get my license. Like I said right here, it says reason for stop, consent. Ain't no one consent these cops to stop nobody. So I get my license, I cross the street, I go give me some pork fried rice from the Pagoda House. As I grab me some of this pork fried rice, some of the homies pass by and they see me, so they pull up. Another homie passes by, he pulls up. Now there's around 5, 6 of us, and we're just right there congregating, not, you know, talking about shit, you know, not good shit, just overall. They know that I got my license, they tell me congrats and woo 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 and good move and all that type of shit, right? And then all of a sudden, bap, 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 they're on the curve and everything, these cops roll up, pull guns out. What the fuck would they grab one of the homies, go up against his car, start searching them. So at the time I'm going to San Jose City College, I'm reading a couple of books, you know what I'm saying, on just different things, and I decided to let the cop know that he didn't have no right to stop and frisk us unless there was a disturbance call or we fit some kind of description. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that though, he can't just basically profile us and just come to our neighborhood, stereotype us and throw us up against cars and whatnot and start illegally searching us. You know, so this cop gets mad, he lets that homie go, comes up to me, grabs me by my arm, under my arm, and starts squeezing it as he grabs my neck with his other hand and tells me who the fuck you think you are. You know what I mean? And he's doing this to me, I push him off me. I push him off me, he goes flying to the back, he pulls out his gun, The other cop pulls out his gun again, and now they have both of the guns pointed at me. Another car comes, they have the guns pointed at me. Of course I'm gonna surrender, right? They throw the handcuffs on me, throw me in the back cop car. The cop purposely is talking to me and spitting in my face. I let him spit in my face, so then he spits on my face. You feel me? This is after he fucking did what he did to me, trying to choke me out. So my sisters are tripping, they're crying, screaming, and all kinds of shit. Well, these cops are doing this to me because, like I said, all the way to the cop car, they're fucking dragging me by my neck. You know what I mean? And my sisters are screaming and everything. So then the sergeant comes in. The sergeant gets there. I'm telling him, man, what the fuck's going on, man? How you guys just do whatever the fuck you guys want? The sergeant spits at me. You know what I mean? He gets me in my face, and I can't clean my face because I'm handcuffed. And I'm trying to go like this to clean my face, but I can't. So I'm stuck in the back seat with spit on my face from this fucking racist ass motherfucker. You feel me? And like I said, man, you really just, these people, like, they find a lot of shit just over and over and over and over to discourage you. You know what I'm saying? From doing better for yourself, from doing anything, they just discourage you, and they keep on putting you in these fucking cages until you fucking accept it. Here's where you're gonna fucking stay at. That's it. You feel me? And you have to, man, you have to be really level-headed, man, and balanced to be able to understand what these people are trying to do to you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to crimes against humanity, I believe that my neighborhood has dealt with a lot of that shit. These cops have been in violation for all types of shit. You know, the kids in cages, all that shit is crimes against humanity, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking nuts. You feel me? That happened in 2002, you know, like I said, you know what I'm saying? On 8/22/02, I was snatched up again, you feel me? And then on 8/13/03, this one right here, it was some detectives, right? I was with the homies, and it was the weekend, and we were cruising around and looking for some hyenas, or I forgot what we were doing. We were doing some shit, right? It was 8/13/03. We were moving around. I'm not sure what was going on that day, but I just remember we were being followed. And we pulled up on the east side where the 0711 was at, right there on King and Story. And the detectives had pulled up. They got everybody out the car except for me, right? And the detective, right, when he pulls everybody out the car, he walks up and lets me know that anything that's found in the car is mine, since I'm the last motherfucker outside of the car. You feel me? They didn't handcuff none of my homies. They only pulled me out, they handcuffed me and put me in the back of the cop car. After they search the whole car, they find nothing. They come back. He takes the handcuffs off, he starts talking to me while he's taking my information down on this FI card, right? As he's doing that, I'm looking at his name tag, and I'm thinking, no, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, this motherfucking cop is the same cop who basically called the management company and let them know that I was a gang member, and that I had drugs and sold drugs, and that I kept them somewhere there in the vicinity of those apartment buildings, maybe in the storage area. You know what I'm saying? It's the same fucking cops. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, they don't give you no opportunity at all to adjust and change some of the mistakes that you made as a juvenile. And as a young adult, they continue to drag you in. They continue to harass you, to stereotype you. And it's fucked up because society already all believes all of this. You know, I've been into a lot of situations where I've spoken with people on the phone, and then when they meet me in person, automatically they assume that I'm trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of little incidents like that. Like I said, man, you know, this whole harassment shit, like I told you before, with the whole letter that Rojo wrote in '93 about picking a new leader for the mob and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that played a role into these cops trying to get me off the streets, believing that I was the leader. What people don't know is that the mob don't got no leaders. The mob ain't never had no leaders. The mob is a gang that goes by, well, at least back in the days, it went by whoever put in the most work. If you was putting in work, then you had say-so. If you wasn't putting in no work, you didn't have no say-so. You couldn't have say-so in our neighborhood if you were at home all fucking day and just going to work every day. That's not the people who had say-so. People who had say-so were the people that were active in the streets, putting in work, doing shit, handling business. You know what I mean? Those were all the people that had the say-so in our neighborhood. There never been no leaders. I don't think there still ain't no leaders. You know? Yeah, like I said, this letter did not help at all. You feel me? And I got this gang investigation supplemental report that's gonna break down from the 6/24/98 up to the 8/13/03, just so that you can get an idea of how these cops fill these questionnaires out on these field identification cards, and just so you can actually get an idea of how they always want to just try to put in there in gang territory. Of course you were in gang territory. You lived there. You know what I'm saying? So they're always going to put consent. You consent it for them to slam you on the floor. You consent or you self-admitted as a gang member. And, you know, like I said, man, these are all bullshit. They learn how to fill these out, like I said, in the academy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's at the core. The problem's at the fucking core. These fucking people are okay and are mismanaging these community police officers and basically giving them a new job description that has to do with whipping our asses. You feel me? So let's figure out, man, for real, like, how do we stop racial discrimination in our neighborhoods, and how do we combat this shit? You know what I'm saying? How do we stop this generational genocide? How do we stop this next generation from going in and out of these fucking walls? You feel me? And being deprived of a better life, money, because, you know, we continue this cycle of oppression, money. This cycle of self-destruction, self-hate here. I start with the older generation, Chicanos and Mexicanos. They understand what the fuck's going on now and understand that we feed the whole criminal justice system with lawyers, with bail, with canteen, new prisons, everything, construction, all that shit, money. Mexicans are a part, and African Americans are a big part of the prison economy, which is this economy in California, which is 34, 35 prisons, is a lot of fucking prisons. And we help them build all these motherfuckers, money, and we don't get nothing out of it but jail time. You feel me? So understand that shit, money. Like, understand what the fuck we're doing, what we're taking part of. We're making these fucking people rich because of our ignorance. We're making these people rich because I'd rather see you at the bottom and you'd rather see me at the bottom. Well, these motherfuckers are all sitting at the top, watching us at the bottom. You feel me? So, I mean, I don't know. Do we want to keep on going to jail? I said, man, when are we going to wake up? We can keep on doing this same self-hate and ignorant shit to each other. But at some point, we got to wake the fuck up, money. You know, and I mean, like I said, do we want to see our kids in jails? Do we want to see, you know, our nephews and our sisters and brothers' kids in jails and all this shit? And just, you know, really think about, like, the police that we putting in our neighborhoods. Like, we fucking feed these fools. We pay their motherfucking rent. That's how these cops eat. You know what I'm saying? With taxpayers' money. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't paying these cops anymore if they don't understand their job description. It's not to harass. It's not to take our kids to jails. It's to protect and serve. Do your fucking job. Understand that that's not what the case is. It's a bunch of dirty cops that are running around out there giving righteous, true law enforcement a bad name because of these crooked ass cops. You know, they're making a bunch of movies about crooked cops. Everybody thinks cops are all crooked. Not all cops are crooked. You feel me? There's a lot of righteous law enforcement out there. You feel me? At the same time, I believe there's a lot more dirty cops out there. You know, and that's just the way it is. It's so easy to do bad. It's always hard to do good. You know, but like I said, man, if we can get some of these bad apples out of there and get the right people in place, I believe that the police community could keep moving forward in a righteous way and go back to what its true purpose is, to protect and serve. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, man, it's a give or take. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that, but we just got to understand that, like I said, you know, we're not paying these public servants to come and control our neighborhoods and to disrespect our families. You know, we want them to be in our neighborhoods because we do believe that law enforcement is needed. You know what I'm saying? There has to be law. You know what I'm saying? The community, the city has to be policed. It's simple. You feel me? I don't think that defunding the police is going to help anything at all. But I do believe that putting a cap and a closer watch will keep these fast-paced cowboy-ass cops in place. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, it's all about, they got all these terms as far as like, we say snitch and they say whistleblower. You know what I'm saying? But when you work in this field as far as a cop, you can't whistleblow or snitch on another cop who's doing scandalous shit because you're a public servant. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do scandalous shit, go be a fucking criminal. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a cop. There's cops out there that they got trigger fingers, you know what I'm saying, that have no kind of control because they're not made for that job. You know, they're made to be a security officer with a flashlight, not a gun. If they're getting spooked so fast to where they gotta start putting guns and start shooting people, then that just goes to show you right there that the mental state of that person, just because they graduated from the academy, doesn't make them a righteous police officer or okay to police the streets. You know, they gotta be mentally ready for that shit. You know, it's not just about the physical part. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if these are trigger-happy cops, then the possibility is that they're just not made for that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put the motherfuckers in Nordstroms doing security. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit you guys with this one right here. It's a long one, but just understand, like I said, man,
I got no patience, I'm tired of waiting. Fuck those that hating, these pussies ain't Nathan. I got 16 bars, I want 16 cars. I got 16 bars, I want 16 cars. I got no patience, I'm tired of waiting. Fuck those that hating, these pussies ain't Nathan. Thinking about life, cause life ain't easy. Money in my life will make life a little easy. Some bitches tease me, some bitches easy. I don't give a fuck how anybody sees me. Speak on minds, I speak with nines. I ain't hard to find, I'm hard to kill. My heart defines a heart of steel. Wrap around the yellow, take me pussies in the chills. See me in the front line when shit kick off. See me from behind with the bitch pants off. Gucci this, Gucci that, Gucci got a gang of gas hoes in the back. Got no friends cause they act, but this ain't no movie. Pussies get whacked in real life situations.